Hi, welcome to another episode of Hot Takes. The embryo that runs the health service, Wes Streeting, has now got a very difficult decision to make over one of his political aides. There's a man called Sam Gould who's a councillor on Hainault Council, which, for those who don't know, is out near Barking in Essex, that way. He was in court on Monday, was Sam Gould, and he pled guilty to 2 counts of indecent exposure. One was with a 25-year-old woman last month, and one was more recently that involved a 13-year-old girl. This is a man who once himself ran for being an MP in 2015, but didn't win. He's alleged to have sat in his car performing what's described as a sex act with his trousers down when the girl was there. Health Secretary Mr. Streeting said he was shocked and horrified following the news, but yet to fire him. I'm presuming that they're just waiting for the paperwork to go through. I want to make clear, I'm not suggesting at all Wes Streeting has anything to do with this. I am not impugning Wes Streeting character in any way. He annoys me for many reasons. That isn't one of them. I want to be perfectly clear. But I understand he may be waiting for the verdict, the sentencing, and etc. But I suspect he will be persona non grata by Wes Streeting very quickly. You know, I want to distance that. I don't want anyone coming back. Not Wes Streeting at all. Purely Sam Gould knocking one out in front of a 13-year-old girl. But according to The Sun, the scared teenager was forced to bang on doors for help as the Labour councillor and ex-parliamentary candidate Sam Gould pursued her. The girl's mother reportedly said her daughter is now terrified to leave the house. I would be too if I had a Labour politician following me. Gould has now been banned from sitting in the front seat of any vehicle. How can you police that? And must also spend each night at the same address. Gould is now said to be facing call to resign as a Labour councillor following the guilty pleas. Here's the thing. There's no obligation. If he doesn't go to prison, he's under no obligation to resign. However, I think his time as councillor will be very difficult. He's still technically an aide to Wes Streeting. Now, I want to point out at this point that Wes Streeting is in no way connected to this. Much as I dislike Wes Streeting for many reasons, there is a clear gap between Wes Streeting and this guy. They are not, connected in any way. Got to make that clear. But Wes Streeting has said no one should have to endure this behaviour. I am grateful to the police for taking swift action. A disciplinary process is underway since I was made aware of the arrest. And I am also asking him to resign as a councillor immediately. Yeah, Wes Streeting can't fire him as an aide. He can resign as an aide, can't fire him as an aide until the party's internal discipline will go through. But I guarantee it will go through very, very quickly. He said he abused my trust, the trust of my team, and the trust of my constituents, and must now accept the consequence of his actions. Gould was released on bail following the hearing and are due to appear again on April the 7th, where he will be presumably convicted and sentenced. Whether he sends down or not, another matter. As I say, he's under no obligation to do so yet. But it's just, this is the Labour Party, isn't it? I mean, you've got this Labour councillor, trousers down, chasing after a girl, knocking one out. I mean, what is wrong with people? And who put him into a position of power like this? This does not come from nothing. People must have known he was a bit of a weirdo, lusting after 13-year-old girls, then running down the street, trousers, cock hanging out and knocking one out in the street as he's chasing her. Couldn't make it up, could you? Thanks very much.